If you clicked on this video, you're most likely an actor or performer, and you might have a couple of money problems. Your money might be looking a little funny. Listen, we have all been there, and I'm hoping the tips that I share in today's video will help get things on the right track. If you're new around here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kaisha Huguley. The internet knows me as Kaisha Creates, and I'm an actor living and working in New York City. I have 3 tips for you today, so let's get into it. Number 1, get a full-time job that pays above minimum wage. Now, I know you just threw your phone like, girl, listen, this is how you do it. There are some actors, of course, who may not need this option, who are able to work continuously in theater, TV, and film. However, for the vast majority of us, we are going to need income coming in between our gigs. And listen here, I'm not taking anything away from a survival job. If you enjoy your survival job, by all means, keep going. But for a lot of actors I know, they don't enjoy their survival jobs. If I'm just being honest with you, I don't like calling it a survival job because I don't want to just survive. I mean, we've kind of been doing that for the past 3 years, if you know what I mean. I want to do more than survive. I want to thrive. I recommend that you try to find a full-time job that pays above minimum wage so that you have the opportunity to thrive. Now, when you have a full-time job, you have to be really strategic with your time. Trust me when I say this, I get it. I have a full-time job that I work 40 hours a week for. And when I tell you I have to get creative, I'm getting creative, honey. But some of the pros from having this full-time job is that I make above minimum wage. I have health insurance and other benefits. The majority of time when I work remotely from home. And my job is pretty flexible with me when I have theater contracts or other acting commitments that I need to put into my schedule. By no means am I saying this is easy. However, for me and in my experience, this is a better bet than having 1 or 2 part-time jobs. I just rather have 1 full-time job that I balance with acting. If you've been following me for a while, you know this isn't my only job, but we'll get to that in another video. That's tip number 1, create some financial stability. Tip number 2 is to minimize debt. Now, once you have secured your full-time position, go ahead and minimize that debt. If you don't have any debt, great. However, if you have any kind of debt, if you have credit card debt, you have student loan debt, whatever kind of debt you have, do your best to minimize it so that your monthly expenses can be lower. In my early 20s, I got into a bit of credit card debt there, like thousands and thousands of dollars. However, I am so thankful because I have paid off all of that credit card debt and I have absolutely no credit card debt. Now, honey, I have quite a bit of student loan debt, but we are working on it, okay? If you want to see a video of me talking about my student loan debt story, go ahead and click the card above and you can hear all about that. How do I minimize debt? How do I pay my credit cards off? How do I pay my student loan off? The first thing I need you to do is to log into your credit card company portal or to your student loan portal and get a good look of what you owe. Take a look at what the minimum payment is and what your interest rate is. One of the reasons why it can sometimes be hard to get out of debt is because the interest rates on our debt will sometimes increase the amount to be larger and larger and larger to a point where we can't actually get it under control. And so this is why I want you to go into your online portal to see what your minimum amounts are so that you can also see how much interest you are being charged every month. And I want you to try to make a payment that is your minimum amount plus the interest that typically accrues every month. So for an example, let's say I have a credit card and let's say my minimum payment is $50. And let's say the interest on that card is like $40. So instead of just paying the minimum payment, which is $50, I'm gonna pay $90 instead. This is going to help to get your credit card balance down much faster. Furthermore, what you want to do is to see how many payments you would have to make to get that balance to 0. Paid off a lot of credit card debt. I have to look at my records, but I'm pretty sure that I've paid off like over $50,000 over the course of a decade, but literally have paid off a lot of credit card debt. So if you want tips on this, please comment below tips for credit card debt and I'll make a separate video about it. Tip number 3 is to set yourself up for the future. Do you have a retirement plan? Do you have a savings account? Do you have any investment properties? Those are all things that you could actually be thinking about. And if you follow steps 1 and 2, it makes step 3 even more possible. With my full-time job, I have a retirement plan built into my benefits, which I'm very grateful for. And so if you choose this route, perhaps your full-time job will also have this option. However, one of my favorite options to recommend to actors specifically is to get a Stash account. Stash is an investment app where you can buy partial shares. Listen listen here, if your eyes got big when I said investment app, don't worry. This is an app that I truly feel like is for beginners. I don't know very much about the stock market, but this app is helping me to learn. And over casually investing over like the past, I don't know, 2 to 3 years, I have roughly $6,000 in my stash account just from casual investing. Within my stash, I have a retirement portfolio. So that portfolio, in combination with the retirement plan that I have with my job and another IRA that I have through my bank, I have a pretty decent nest egg. I highly recommend Stash. This is not sponsored, although I am definitely open to collaboration. Anywho, go ahead and download Stash. When you sign up, go ahead and sign up for the free profile. Don't pay for anything as you're starting out. If you want to opt for a paid plan, you can later, but I would highly suggest just starting out with the free profile. All right, y'all, those are my 3 financial tips for actors, and I have a bunch more where that came from. So if you're interested in this, please do comment below and let me know. All right, my friends, thank you so much for watching this video. Please hit the like button if you thought this video was helpful. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future videos, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.